Hello, my beautiful, gifted, talented people and humans. This is a message coming to you from the goddess Isis. She wants you to know that all your love comes from your solar plexus and not your brain or logic. And it's a very powerful time of transition right now on the earth. And the gods and goddesses and all those who walked before us, our ancestral bloodline that fought, is expecting us to stay empowered and honor all of that within us that's different. Because we're here for powerful healing purposes right now. So let's get right to it. I pulled an Isis wing spread. And this goes out to all the warriors, and warriors, by warriors I mean people who work really hard to shine that light through crisis and turmoil and all that is. The Isis pull is about being in a new intelligence, and it's going to give us some guidance. So the first card I pulled was the Lapis Lazuli. And doesn't this look like a temple? It's the Lapis Lazuli. It's a bluish with gold specks. It resembles the night. It's a very powerful stone that was used in ancient times. And it's able to balance our upper chakras. There's some sacred geometry on this card. The pentacle, it's like the 5 elements. You can look up these symbols and what they mean, the crescent or half circle, triangle. It reminds us, and Isis wants us to know, that there's ancient wisdom guiding us all the time. It's always there from the stars. It's sacred geometry, and also we use our crystals. So this is a crystal in sacred geometry. And on the back it says, Temple of Lapis Lazuli, your soul is very ancient and holds the wisdom of star peoples from civilizations with unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a culture based in fear to a love based community. You're here on this planet to be you to the fullest extent possible. Then you'll help heal human culture so that the planet may thrive. And really only then can you heal others, once you heal yourself. And you don't have to fit in. It's actually really good to go against the status quo. When you're here to help people, you have to anchor that way. You have to use your love, and sometimes it's crass, and it's hard to dig into that part of you. But this card is trying to help you block those throat chakras, upper chakras that are blocking you from showing your inner self, your true self. Because basically, if you hold in all those feelings of guilt and shame and, leads to depression and fear, and you're not speaking your truth, you're not listening to your inner guide, which is your heart, and you're holding in all those feelings that create disease and imbalance and, self-illusion. And so the Lapis Lazuli, the sacred geometry, meditating, all of that's going to help you right now through this huge spiritual transition that's going on. You probably always felt different. If you have, it's more than likely that you came from the ancient star system like Sirius or Orion And it's really important for you to stay on track. And in order for you to stay on track, you have to help the earth evolve. Let's see, the second card that I pulled is actually the Isis card. See, here's the emblem of Isis right here, the moon goddess. This looks like the Eye of Horus to me. Temple. These are all crystals I pulled before I even knew. This is a Herkimer diamond. So the second card I pull is what to use on a day-to-day basis, being a light warrior or a light worker, to help you on your spiritual journey. And Isis is the one who is all. See, all of her elements are within her, and she's all 3, like all of us. In order to empower ourselves, we have to go to the me, myself, and I version of us, That meaning the me is the one that just does it. It just does it. It's nature. The eyes blink, the heart beats, the blood flows within us. We don't tell it what to do. And then there's the myself, which is like the ego, the lesson learner, the one that, you know, fights all the time against itself. Good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. And that's the only way you can unconditionally love yourself, by going through all those lessons. And then there's the I am, the one in the middle, the one with the crown, the one with all of her gifts, the one that holds all the lessons, the one who knows herself. And, you know, it's like a divine goddess powers behind you. You have to accept the change. And for, you know, it's just that. It's like, see, all these could be labels, you know, and let's read the back of the card first. Let's do that. Goddess of 10,000 names. If you have felt constrained by a role, name, or identity and are wishing for assistance in growing beyond it, or if you have sensed a new role or identity calling you into greater expression and would love some divine help in that growth, this oracle indicates the help you need is already with you, urging your growth from within. And basically that's it. It's Isis saying, you know, you have all these elements. They're all inside you. Just like the shell. When you break the shell open, it just looks like a shell. Look at all the stuff in there. All the lessons it's learned. All the stuff it had to do to grow that outer being of beauty. It's beautiful. So allow yourself to open like a window of a shell so everyone can actually see the work you've done. You know, it's the help you need. It's you already know inside you. You have to urge your own growth. You have to express yourself, you know. It's only one part. It's only one part. It's basically a validation that you know you're on your track. So then the third card I have here is what your lesson, your gift, or your outcome is. And that is actually the Chamber of Healing. And it represents like all your miracles. You know, it looks dark, but the darkness is the unknown, the unexpected, the beauty. Enter the Chamber of Healing. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions and allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Expect your miracle. I love that. So, you know, even if it seems too good to be true, even if you're like, oh, I'm not good at that. That's that ego coming back in that, you know, you just shove behind. You already are aware of those lessons and you can avoid that. And so you start being open and you start having no expectations, no preconceived notions. And there you let the energy flow. The energy can start to flow within you. There's hummingbirds all outside my window right now. I keep getting distracted. So this is your gift. This is your gift. Allow your energy to help you find the best solution to your situations, you know? You know, it may not be what it appears. But guess what? It is what it is. So accept it. Expect the miracle, you know? And the validation, which I find really crazy right now, because I know that the masculine is just being berated because, you know, the world has been so masculinized for so long and the divine feminine is coming about. You see her behind him. And the only way she can thrive is for him to accept himself. And the only way for him to thrive is for her to be behind him, within him. So let's see what the card says. Healing the divine masculine. The divine masculine within provides protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in the ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. So basically we both have, you know, inner masculine and inner feminine, and we've got to find the balance, and only can we shine when we respect the other, you know. That's it. And basically, speaking of shining, this is an obsidian healing stone, and some of them, if you hold them up to the light, you can see the light through it. It looks completely black and dark, but once you hold it up to the light, you see completely through it. And to me, it represents, you know, all the stars. Like, how can the stars shine without the darkness? We need the darkness, so we need both. And only when the masculine can accept his true self, that's really like a transformation. He gets stronger and weaker, the masculine. The masculine's fighting, but then he realizes, oh my gosh, I'm fighting for love. Wait, hold on. And that's the divine feminine coming through. And right now, healing the masculine and growing strength to offer inner protection and stability to allow the divine feminine to flourish is so incredibly important. Men have to be creative. Women have to be creative. We're losing all that creativity. And here's the validation card, which I love. Blessings of the Sun Falcon, right there. Right there. And, this card represents in the wing spread of Isis the advice that she has for you as the almighty goddess through chaos. She has unconditional love, and she's helping you at this time by showing you these are her divine gifts. I mean, she had a huge struggle in her life. She actually married her brother. You can look up the story, but then the falcon represents her son. This over here, I mean, it is a tragic story that she came through. There are divine interactions that are occurring within you. And, that representation of the sun and all of that knowledge coming from the sun. So many people, so many light workers, so many beautiful warriors of love and unconditional strife. And everybody's been in physical pain. And, since that eclipse, doesn't that look like a solar eclipse kind of? All these messages came through that solar eclipse and are downloading with us at this time. That is just amazing. My love and respect out to all of you and all of us. We're all physically hurting. We're all mentally hurting. We're all trying to figure it out. It's like a puzzle. But this card is validation, almighty Isis. She represents every minority, every struggle, every unconditional love you can imagine. Sacrifice. Let's read the back of the card. Divine Sunchild, blessings of the sun flow to you now. It's time to allow your life to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright and without veil, just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert. It's your time to shine bright, just like I said. Shine that. Honestly, this is a spirit quartz. Like shining right out of that sunshine. The all-knowing falcon. I'm going to read my notes. Blessings of the sun flow to you now. It's your time to shine bright. It's time to allow your life to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright and without veil, just like the midsummer sun. Creation through wisdom, you stand in your power of many gifts, self-awareness, pure inner values. The power is inside of you, inside of all of us. By overcoming your shadows, you shine so much brighter. So bright, no one or thing can resist. You shine that bright with your unconditional love and appreciation of all things. There's divine content, interactions, love. All of this is happening in you, and it's conscious. It's the sun energies, and they're helping to clear and release and empower you through the celestial realms. Accept it, rest. Let the downloads occur. Eat fresh vegetables and fruits and good water and teas and treat your body as a temple, as this is a downtime right now. Step out of the old way of thinking. Stop thinking that nothing is possible. Live according to your inner values. You must act. Because if you don't act, the body stagnates. And the body is made of water. And the water within the body stagnates. And you're not honoring your soul or following yourself, You're not following that internal energy, that you, that I am, that that person that wants fun, love, creativity. You know what? And you can make it work for you. It doesn't have to be work. It can be coloring, it can be singing, dancing, going to the mall, going to a fair festival, inviting a friend over for a cup of tea. Read a book. Look at a picture. Take a bath. Bring out your inner child. Don't be scared. It's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be innovative and creative. Look, I mean, how do you think, Parkinson, Disney, Louise Hay, how do you think these people made their names this way? It wasn't because they got all these certificates and books and studied and waited and waited and waited until the right moment. No, they spoke their truth when their internal organs moved and their heart told them, hello, it's a gut instinct, it's intuition, it's from your gut. You have to open up new horizons of growth and opportunities. It's time to bring great change to our planet. It really is. It's time to bring that change to everybody. You're a warrior. Warrior means to fight. Use your tools. You have your tools. It's like the Hopi Indians, the Native American Indians. They have a tree, and once they've reached the point of the tree where the roots are rooted and the leaves are growing and the seasons are coming and going and the tree survives year after year. Well, that's where you survive. That's your path. You're in it. Go to the branches to relax and feel the breeze and understand spirituality, and go deep down into the roots to learn your lessons and fight to get back up onto the bark and branches. I mean, it's life. Everyone, everything, nobody's different. When you feel different, accept that and move on. Namaste. My love to you. Don't worry about these pressures. And I'm telling you, if you do have any kind of worries, and if this all resonates with you as a light warrior, light worker, PM me. I have way been there. I mean, I have so many tools. I brought myself from a horrible, unhealthy, terrible mind situation. And you can too. I love to you.